Good.
Okay, the recording is just for the people that couldn't make it right now, so we can show them afterwards.
Yes.
Yes.
All right then, guys, so let's get this party started, shall we? Welcome to this evening's discovery call. It's so nice seeing that so many are tuning in. We are almost, I'm just going to meet someone here. Who is it?
Music playing here. It was a nice background noise. Like,
So nice to see that so many are tuning in. This call will be all about the entrepreneur and the digital world, where myself and 5 other entrepreneurs will be answering all the questions that you have about working online. So it will be a pretty open, interactive call where we will have like discuss basically with each other. But before we dive into your questions, we thought we would introduce ourselves so you know who we are. So I can just start. My name is Sonia. I am 27 and from Norway. I'm currently in Poland as I am traveling full time with this business opportunity. I've been in the business for 2.5 years now. Pretty much started when COVID came to the world. But my life did not used to look like this, traveling full-time and working full-time online. I used to be working as a care worker and working 12-hour shifts, always spending my time at work. And that was the reason why I wanted to work online, to have more time, be my own boss, and just decide over my future and how I spend my days. So yeah, that was a short little introduction about me. Janne, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I'm Janne. I'm 25 years old from Norway. I started this business in March just because I want to travel the world and be my own boss, decide everything as I want. And Philip, maybe you will be next.
Hey, hello everyone, welcome. I'm Philip and I'm 27 years old. I'm from Denmark. I currently live in Toronto, Canada. And I started this business right before I left going to Canada. That was in April. And I was feeling restricted by having a 9-to-5 work. So I wanted to spend my free time just to like build the life that I want instead of just being restricted. So that's my story so far. Martine, would you like to continue?
Yes, of course. Hello, everyone. I'm Martine, and I'm also from Norway, and I'm 31. And the reason why I started was because I want to buy an apartment. So I needed a side hustle and eventually something that can turn into something full-time. Yeah, so as you can see, the reasons is a little bit different why we want to start working online. So this is really for everyone. Yeah. And Mr. James, what about you?
Hey guys, so I'm 37, rapidly approaching my 40s, and I set up my business just over 7 months ago. And it got to the point after 15 years of working in schools and putting in 15 to 18 hours a day, I decided that I wanted more from life. So that's why I thought I'm going to set up my own online business and yeah, go from there. And I'm here now.
next, I guess that's me.
Yep, yep.
Good. So I am Tonya. I'm also from Norway. We're actually really a Scandinavian crew today. And James. So I started, I'm from Norway. I'm 27. I started my journey when I was 25. So I'm actually going into my 3rd year now, fully online in this business. And the reason why I started is because I love traveling. I don't like when people tell me what to do. And I want to explore this beautiful world of ours. And that was my biggest motivation, to not have a job and that you need to be at all the time. So yes, I think that's that. And everybody has introduced themselves. I like to kind of start these calls with interacting a little bit with you guys. So I see that some people have not their cameras on, and that's okay. So then you can use the chat. So one of you guys can, Sonia or Philip or anyone, you can look at the chat and then see what people answer. So I just like to start with the questions. So you can raise your hands, you can say something like take off your mic and just say yes or something, just to kind of build up the vibe here. And because I guess that there's maybe first time people have been on a Zoom call, it's scary and not everybody feel comfortable to speak and everything. So that's why we also want to do this. So you can use the chat as well. No need to scream if you don't want to, but if you want to, it's really cool. So first of all, does one of these questions I'm going to tell you resonate with you? So first of all, who is tired of having only between 4 weeks of holiday each year? I was really tired. Anyone else?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I could hear a yes there. Was it Sini? Sini Sakajärvi?
Yeah, exactly. All right. Yeah, hey, I'm from Finland, so
Oh, nice.
also part of the Scandinavian group here.
Yes.
No, it's because when you don't have that, like so many people, they don't have time to travel, they don't have time to go to weddings, like be with family. And normally when they have vacation, they go on vacation, when it's really busy, so they don't have downtime to just be at home chilling and everything. I remember that was a really problem for me. I had vacation and then I was more tired after vacation, so I had to go right back to work again. So yeah, cool. I have another one. Is there anyone here that doesn't have enough time to spend with your loved ones, the people that you care about, friends, family, I don't know, people that you keep close to your heart?
Your animals, your dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, animals as well.
Animals, yeah, I was going to say, like, is that stupid to say? You're the dogs. Your
No,
cats?
no.
Good. Yeah. Me. Anyone else? I see probably the chats. A lot of people in the chats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've been talking to a lot of people as well that don't have that quality time with the kids and everything as well, and like their fiance, their husband, like everything. It's really, really sad. And when you have a really busy schedule, it's really hard to put time to everybody, also friends and everything. So yes. I remember when I was working as a flight attendant for 4 years, and I didn't have a life. So I remember I got really affected by this as well. Got really lonely at one point. Number 3 is the last one. Who is just really, really tired of their boss?
Yeah.
And tired of being told what to do, when to work, and just having a 9-to-5 lifestyle.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I just have to say, like, I'm so tired of being unappreciated. Like, I work with animals and have been doing that for around 6 years. And that's what I'm educated in. And like, you always just feel like in the end of the day, like you have done a lot for like the animals and the customers, but like the boss is never happy, and you have to treat them like they're some kind of item, and they're not, like they have feelings and need to be taken care of. So that was really mentally stressful for me.
Yeah, I heard a lot. It's really, I'm sorry for you, but it's just how it is, like having a boss and being treated as a number and everything. And you just put in job. Actually, you put in a lot of time, energy, and love into all that. And then the people are not happy with it. And you feel like, okay, I'm using all this energy and time on someone that doesn't appreciate me. And I think that's sad. I think it's really sad. And yeah, people could be using that energy and time and all that potential into building something for themselves. It's really powerful. Yeah, thanks for sharing. That was pretty nice. Yeah, that's all I got. Let's get started with the questions.
Awesome, guys. So in this call, we actually do not have any presentation because, as I mentioned earlier, it will be very interactive with you. So if you have any questions about working online, how to make an income, whatever questions you have, now is your time to ask them. You can either ask them in the chat or you can jump on here and ask them. So yeah, bring it on. Who has some questions for us?
And also,
Hi,
you can also ask some personal question to us as well, like how our journey have been. And as you can see, we're people from different journey. Like some have been here for 3 months, 3 months, some have been here for 4 years. So you see, we are both having a lot of different experiences. So it's a really nice time to ask people from both sides of their journeys. So yeah, we have a hand up. Sonia, where did you?
Yeah, Nui Adola Amor. Is that how
Oh,
it's
sorry.
pronounced?
Hi everyone. Yeah. I was. What's her lovely name? I hope she's on the call today. Oh, I don't know what her name is. Martine. Martine. I don't know if Martine's on the call. Hey, babe. I should really hold away. I feel like I should put my face on now.
I'm happy you made it.
I feel so bad. Like, I have to say first of all, like okay, now you can kind of see me. Oh, maybe it's better. Hey guys, I too have been in network marketing, and firstly, I'd like to say to Martine that you have remained like completely and utterly professional through the whole process and like teaching me everything. So I really appreciate it. I was like 5 minutes late, so I guess my question was really about how do you guys work your time and how do you work your business? Like I have a child who's 5 going on 15, so it can be quite difficult. You know, I could tell that your journeys have all been different, but in the same way, it also shows that you've all remained consistent. What's my question? My question is, I have like a million questions, but my question is, how easy is it to like start, jump on the train and build this business?
Yeah.
Martina, do you want to?
Yeah, sure.
First? Yeah.
So when most people start this business, they work full time or they go to school or whatever people do. Like any other business, it takes time, it takes commitment and efforts. So we say usually around 1 to 2 hours a day to learn everything and to work. So it's really possible to combine it with working, and I don't have a child, so I can't speak like that, but I know a lot of people in the community that have children and they make it work. So yeah.
Perfect. That's great. And it's international, like you can recruit like anywhere?
Yes.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
so if I can add something there, it's important to keep in mind that almost every single person who starts this business, they start with having a job on the side. Myself started before I went full-time online. I had a job on the side, working 6 days a week, often 12 hours from 8 to 8. But wow. I still made time for the business because I had a big why, which was to get out of that job, because it took all my energy, you know. I didn't have any time, so I kind of become obsessed with the business, you know. I did everything I could in order to quit my job and go full-time online. So I would say if you really want it, you will find the time no matter what, you know. But you always have to remember your why, you know. How strong is your why? If you want to become full-time online, if you want to achieve financial freedom, okay, what are your daily habits? What will you do every single day in order to achieve those goals, right? But in this business, since we work online, it's not a typical 9-to-5 job where you have to work 8 hours a day on the business. That's why, as Martina said, 1 to 2 hours Monday to Friday, for example, is more than enough. You have to keep in mind that you are your own boss. You don't have any boss telling you what to do. So you are in complete charge of how you choose to work on your business.
That makes sense. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Cool. So I see we have some questions in the chat. Let me see. I was wondering if when buying the machine, do I have to pay it all at once, or is there a payment plan? And if there is a payment plan, does that affect the commissions? Tonya, do you want to take that one?
Your mic is off, Tonya.
Thank you, guys. You got me now and not later. Let's just check in it one more time. So yeah, we can start with this business. First of all, the way for you to really fully start is to invest, and that's just how it is with businesses. We need to invest to start, but it's a one-time investment, which is really good. And the person here mentioned payment plan. So the reason is that we have people from all kind of financial backgrounds. Like not everybody has a lot of money in their savings and everything. So we want to try to make it possible for everybody to be able to get started, because we want everybody here to also be free, you know. So we have something that's called an e-payment plan, and this is a plan where you can choose everything from 3 months up to 24 months to pay down the machine that you choose to have yourself. And it doesn't affect the commission, no. So when you get started with the down payment plan, it's just like normal, that you will be able to sell everything, and you will also get the same amount for everything. So yes, anything to add to that?
Yeah, I would definitely add, like when it comes to the investment, it's very, very important that you really understand the power with investing, because this is not about being an employee and work for money. This is about putting your own money to work, and that means it will generate a lot of money to you back. That's the power with investing. But it's very, very important that you invest in the right stuff, you know, because there is a lot of bad stuff out there which is not good to invest in, and that's why it's so important to invest into assets, because that means it generates money back to you. And in this business, we work with assets. In our case, it's a high ticket product, and it's a water ionizer. Or brand is basically water and high quality of water. And as we all know, when we water go away, it's not that it's going to be like, hey, we don't need water anymore, you know. We will always need water, and that also means this business will also be here for a very, very long time. It's the company that we work with, it's almost 50 years. So it's not something that comes and goes, and it's unstable in the market. It's a well-established business. So yeah, I hope we answered that question. Do you feel it's necessary to feel connected to the products? James, do you want to take that one?
I think it's very much down to, you know, the individual. Myself and my partner Ren, we really connected with the product from the start, because we're very much, both of us, into health and fitness and general well-being. So when we come across the product, straight away there was that instant connection. And has that benefited us? Yes, I think it has, because when we speak to people that come to us through our advertisements and they want to find out about working online, we can speak with passion about this product and how life-changing it is. We can roll off all the science, all the research, all the academic material about these products. We can talk with passion about how these products are so good the Japanese are now using them in their hospitals. That's huge. You know, this is the best medically graded water ionizer on the market today. There's a lot of water ionizers out there, but they don't match up to the quality of this. So when it comes to connecting, we connected from day one, and every person we talk to about these products, I believe that passion comes across. Now, if you as an individual, you don't feel like you connect, what you need to remember is, one, maybe look into it more, research it more, because we're always researching how good these products are, and we're always learning about how good they are. So, you know, I've read something today, I've learned something new today, and I've been doing this now for nearly 7 months. But if you don't connect with it, that doesn't mean you need to rule out this business opportunity, because you can still talk to people about the benefits of being a distributor for Enagic, which are life-changing, especially in the long term. So, you know, going back to your question, how important is it to connect? I think it's down to you as a person, and, you know, what your belief sets are, your values are, and what you get passionate about. But if you can't get passionate about the product, you can still be passionate about the opportunity that comes with the product. Hopefully that makes sense.
It's really good. Very, very
Yeah,
good.
do you like that? Good.
Can I add something to it?
I want to add something after you, Tanya.
Or you can
Ladies
go.
first. Ladies first.
No, I just want to say that a lot of people come into this opportunity because of the business opportunity, you know, because, oh, it's money online, oh, it looks really good. And the business plan is really it's really, really special and really good. So many people get into because of the money they can earn, because we really focus on money and money driven, like almost everybody. But the thing I see with a lot of people that do this, they really start to like the products, because they try it for a long time, they see it all the time, and they try it out, and they can see, like, slowly see the change in themselves, and also the people, if they have like family around, or if they give it to the dogs. I know someone do that as well. It's super cool. So it's just like, it's really hard for everybody that start this to fully understand the power of it before you try it, you know. But that's yeah, something that for me as well, I really loved it when I first saw it, because I'm a certified health coach as well. So I always say that it's health coach approved. But yeah, Philip.
Yeah, so you don't feel connected by the products, but I didn't feel like that when I began. I was on the edge to moving to Canada, and I was like, is this something I want to do, or maybe not? I was doubting myself, but I really like the idea of entrepreneurship and working online, working while traveling and stuff. So like that applied more to me, like the business model, and like whole this area of just like building something from scratch and just getting better and using my free time on something productive instead of just watching Netflix or whatever I was spending my time on. So actually I got my machines right before I left Denmark. So I haven't even used them yet. But during the summer, I've gone more in depth with the machines and the products. And to be honest, I really look forward to trying them when I go back to Denmark in a month's time here. So you don't need to feel connected. You can like the idea of having a business and like building something from scratch as well, if it makes sense. It did for me at that time. That was my decision, at least. Very personal, but it's different from everyone, right?
Yeah, everybody's different. Ah, that's cool. Yeah, you're soon going home, so that then you finally can try it out as well.
Yeah, I can't wait, because I've been like doing a lot of research about the machines, and yeah, to be honest, they just seem amazing. Like the use of what you can use the water for is just like a lot of different things, and you can save on like buying cleaning material, like cleaning stuff, and like saving on water bottles basically, and helping the environment, right?
Cool. Thank you. Thank you.
Right, I see we have some hands up here. Who was first?
Sini was first.
Okay, Sini.
Thanks. Hey again. So I actually have two questions. But yeah, let's go with the first one. Can you hear me okay? Because I can hear some background on. Okay. So the first one, because obviously it's a medical device in a way. It kind of sounds that people can have a lot of tricky questions maybe about the product, how it works and so on. So how is the onboarding in general? Like what happens? How do you get all the information you need for the product and the business itself? Just like maybe in a big picture, let's say. We don't have to go into details. But...
Yeah, sure. So what happens is that we are offering 14 days money back guarantee. Okay, And that means that when people are signing up to our community, you have 2 weeks on you to decide if this business is for you or not. And in those 2 weeks, you will get all the information about the products, the company, the commission plan, the business model. You will have a coaching call with a Six Figures coach to talk more about it, and then make an informed decision if this is something for you or not. Because we are not here to push people into anything, simply here to show what is possible. And that's why we have the 2 weeks money back guarantee of the £77. But yeah, inside our platform, everything is explained exactly into detail about the product and the company. So that's what the 2 weeks are for you to get fully informed about our business and what we do. Did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you. And the second question, again, I know that every journey is different depending on the individual, but I would just like to hear, because obviously this is like in the beginning, it seems to be like a part-time job. So it's not full-time for anyone. So how long did it take for each of you to make it like a full-time, or earn something that you can actually, let's say, survive with only this job? So how is the journey for each of you?
Sonia, do you want to jump up?
Okay, so mine was, can everybody mute themselves, because I can't
Yeah,
hear.
you're good.
Okay, good. So my journey was really fast. So I was working at a fish, what do you call it, fabric, 12 hours night shifts. I was pretty tired of that job. I stumbled upon Sonia's ad, and okay, how did I start again? Sonia, fill me in again.
Yeah, so I believe we started in September, wasn't it, or August 2020?
Yeah, August. Oh, sorry, August. And oh my God, I completely lost it, Sonia.
I can take it, yeah. Probably forgot the question. No, but yeah, me and Tonya, we are pretty similar. It went very fast for us. As for myself, it took me 4 months, and also for Tonya, it took 4.5 months until we earned more in our online business than we did in our 9-to-5 job, and that's when we quit our job. So for us, it went very fast. But I would say usually it takes people, if I should give you some numbers, it usually takes people between 4 months to 1.5 years to be able to live out of the business or make a good amount of money in the business. And the reason for that, first of all, it can go very fast. And the reason for that is because the products are of high value. And that means high commissions back to us. So for example, one sale and you have more than a monthly salary, that is why it can go very, very fast for people to quit their 9-to-5 if they want to. But for example, Martina, she is working in a 9-to-5 and her goal is not to quit her job as fast. For example, right, Martina? You have other goals.
Exactly. Yeah. So my goal is to buy an apartment, as I said earlier, and then I just wanted to make as much money as I could on the side to save it all, so I don't have this much loan when I get to that day. So yeah, the journey is like different for everyone, and it depends on how much effort you put in and how much you are able to put in, So
for example, myself, I hated my job. So I had to go all in, I did everything I could to get out. Martina was more chilled with the business, right? Because she didn't hate her job. So it's very, very different. And people have different type of voice in the business. But yeah, I would say between 4 months to around 1.5 years to be able to live out of the business if you want to.
So with me, what I started was that I was working the fish and I was so tired. So I quitted this business after my job after 1 month. So I went fully online after 1 month, and yeah, I don't recommend it. I really recommend to people to have a job on the side and kind of build that strong foundation. And then eventually when they feel ready, when they feel confident to do so, they can go full-time online. And my goal was obviously to be full-time online as fast as possible. So that's why I just went all in since then. And I haven't had a job since, actually. Haven't had a 9-to-5 since that time. So it worked out for me, but we really recommend people to have like a stable job on the side to kind of protect them, and also don't give them the push. You know, when you just have one job, you feel more pressured as well to really do it a lot. So we really, have a little bit extra on the side to fund that. It's really important. So yes.
Did that
Thank
answer
you.
for your question, Sumi? Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Good. Liana, did you have any questions? I see your hand there.
Hi,
Hello.
do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, my name is Liana, and yeah, I'm from Latvia. Like my English is not perfect one. Like I heard here, everyone like speak perfectly. And yeah, I have two questions. First is about language. And there was a question if we need to talk with, speak with the customers while we are selling product, because like my English is not perfect one, you know, and maybe I have some like, I don't know, language barriers or something like that. And yeah, this is a question like if we need to speak with the clients.
Philip, you want to go?
I want to start off by saying your English is perfectly fine. That you don't have to be afraid of using your English. That's fine. But you can choose to do two things. Like you can write with people. It's easier to resonate with them having a call, like speaking with them in personal. Just makes it more like easier to connect. I don't think you should be afraid of using your English, but also see it as a learning curve. Like I wasn't the best at English. I was afraid moving to Canada, just to have to speak English every day. But when I came here, I was afraid of going to work, just like, oh, they don't understand me. I had to use feet and inches, whatever, right? But eventually you become more like confident in doing it. So also see this as a learning curve, I would say. But then again, you can do a lot of writing with people, like on Instagram or Facebook or whatever you want to choose to do. But obviously it's easier to connect with people in a call or having a conversation with them.
If I can add something there, yeah. So first of all,
agree, and thank you for answer. Yes, and I have another one question. Yeah, I'm how to say, I'm like new one. I'm not in the business yet, but like I'm trying to learn everything and like join to discovery calls and everything. And like I know that we have to invest some money to that business, and it's like, okay, for me it's pretty big amount, to be honest. But yeah, the question is, okay, if I'm buying this product, okay, I'm starting to use it, I'm starting to sell it, and I don't know how this works. Like, I just heard something about it. My question is, in how many, I don't know, months or years we are like getting back this amount, what we were investing? Hopefully that I asked it correctly.
That's a very good question, actually. So as mentioned before, high ticket products means high commission. And it will only take you a couple of sales to earn your investment back. That's how fast it can go. For me, it took me 4 months to earn my investment back, for example, because the commissions are so high already from the beginning. So yeah, in a couple of sales, you have made your investment back. It's a one-time investment, and that means what comes after it is profit after profit after profit. Of course, in the beginning, it can take some time because you are building a business from scratch, from zero, and that of course takes some time because, like myself included, I had no idea what I was doing when I started the business. Everything was completely new for me. I had to learn everything from scratch, but I was completely fine with that because, all right, learning by doing. So yeah, I would say, again, if I should give you one numbers, within a year, you can easily earn your investment back if you put in the effort if you show up and if you stay consistent with the business. If you invest and start a business and then don't do anything, and then maybe show up once a week, you will not earn your investment back. You need to become passionate in what you do. But that is with everything we do, right? If we want to see results in the gym, we need to stay consistent with it, right? It's exactly the same in this business. So yeah. And your English is perfect, by the way. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you very much. And yeah, let's continue this meeting.
If I could also add something when you said about like English and talking English, like always keep in mind that this business is a coaching business, and that means you always have someone there to help you grow in the business. You are never alone. You will always have a mentor and a coach to help you move forward in the business. So let's, for example, say you start a business and you start running advertisement, for example, and then you start communicating with people and, oh, you have no idea what to say, you know, like, oh, I don't know what to do now. That's exactly why you have a coach to help you grow and push forward, right? So do not worry about English or what to say. That's why you have all of us here as a community, as a team, to help you step into entrepreneur. Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's see some more questions.
I found one.
Can you? Yeah.
So you have only the one machine, like the water machine, or do you have many others too? So it's so what is kind of your main product? Should I take it, Sonia, or should you?
Yeah, go on.
So we actually have a lot of different products, not a lot, but we had the main one is the water machine, and it has been going through a journey. Of course, it's a really old company, so it's been going through a lot changes and everything. But the main one you see is a white one, which is the newest product. We also have an amazing product for the shower. I actually have that one as well. And this is a machine that you put on the shower. It takes away chlor and things in the shower. And like, as you maybe know, your skin is the biggest organ you have. And when you're showering, a lot of chlor and everything goes into your skin as well. And maybe also, if you have sensitive hair like me, typical Scandinavian dry hair, if you're showering a lot in chlor and like really chlor-based water, it gets really dry. So it really helps to moisturize it. You also actually don't need conditioner, but I still use it, of course, because I like that. But it really kind of keeps the moisture in your skin and in your hair and everything. Then also takes away the chlor. So that's another one. I really love that one as well. And we also have something that's called turmeric tablets and also tea. So you can choose either tea or tablets, and you can also choose both if you want to. And as you maybe know, turmeric is the oldest healer that we have. It's been around for many, many thousands of years as anti-inflammatory, and also it has a lot of antioxidants as well. So it's a really good product, natural product as well. And that's what our company does. It really plays on sustainability, natural healing, and health as well. So that's why we work with, powerful water and also this tablet that really goes together really nicely. So yeah, that's that.
Nice.
It's not many, so it's not many that you need to set yourself into, which is really good. So yeah.
Cool. All right. Good answer, Tanya. So next question. What does a day look like if you work for this company? How do you sell the products? How do you find buyers? James, do you want to take that one?
I can take this one. So one of the main benefits of this business model is we work on automation. So automation is, the whole purpose of automation is that you save time. You know, that's why we want to work online in the first place, isn't it? We want to create that financial freedom, but we also want to have locational freedom, don't we? We don't want to be like bogged down like a 9-to-5 working all the time. So we work on automation. So we use paid advertisements, which we run through Facebook Business Manager, and all the training of how to set that up is provided for you. So we will create an ad and we will target, this is really important, we will target the people that we want to speak to. We will target the people that we want to come through to us, that we want to work with. So we can target them by gender, age, location, different interests, different values. So your Instagram, for example, Instagram knows everything about you because everything you click on, it all works into the algorithm. So they know exactly who you are, what you like to look at on Instagram or Facebook. So when we use our ad and we target it, it goes directly to the people that we want it to. If they like the look of our ad, they will click on it and they will either come through to our inbox, or we could have a form, like a type form, where they'll go through to our type form and they'll fill in their details and we'll get back to them that way. Now, that's great because what we don't want to be doing is we don't want to be spending hours on our phone like a robot, just scrolling and cold calling people. That's not what this is about. We're far more sophisticated than the old cold calling companies. So we put the ad out and people come to us. We don't chase, they come to us all the time. And when they drop into our inbox, like I could go to bed tonight, wake up tomorrow, and I could have 4 people in my inbox tomorrow morning because they've clicked on my ads. Tomorrow morning, when I'm ready, I will then message them just to introduce myself, tell them a little bit about the business, and just start that conversation and get that dialogue going, building a relationship. And the more you build that relationship, the more they're going to find out about the products, the business, the company, the community, the commissions, the investments, all of that. So it's a process of them coming through to your inbox and you educate them, you teach them, you guide them, you support them, you mentor them. So they are in a very strong, educated and informed position to know if this is the right thing for them. Because let's face it, it's not for everybody. So that's your job, you know, is to give them everything they need so they can make the best decision for them and their families. And essentially, that's it. And, you know, there's other bits to it where we've got the webinar, we've got landing pages, all of which is provided for anyone that's new. That's all provided, that's all part of this business opportunity, that you don't just walk into this cold, you're walking into a community with resources and tools and a skill set and experience to support you in starting your journey, to connect with different people and build that relationship. I hope I've covered it. I think I covered it. Sonia, have I covered it?
Yep, I
Yeah.
think you have, James.
Cool.
Amazing. Thank you. Oh, I see a hand there. Is it Sini?
Maybe forgot. I don't know.
Or maybe
Yeah,
not?
sorry. No, I don't have any questions.
Okay.
Oh, actually, yes, but it was also in the chat that how much is the investment? I still don't know it. So if you can please share.
Yeah, sure. There are different investments options in this business, of course. But what I can say is that it starts from 1,200 euros, okay, up to 10,000 euros. What you choose to invest between there is completely up to yourself. So yeah, it's basically the price of an iPhone. That's the minimum requirements to invest in this business, and then it's all the way up to 10,000 euros plus. The more you invest in the business, the higher the commissions and the quicker it goes for you to earn your investment back. Me personally, I invested 8,000 euros and I earned that back after 4 months. I did not had the money because it was a lot of money for me. And I was terrible at savings. So I had to take a private loan, for example, and I paid that back after 4 months. But you, of course, don't have to invest 8,000 euros. That is why I mentioned the 1,200 euros that you also can invest in. And that's a kind of a finance plan through the company.
So is the idea that you only have like, or it's let's say that it's is there a big difference if you only invest, for example, in one machine compared to several ones?
There is a little bit difference, yes, because if you invest in one product, you start kind of at the lowest rank. If you invest into the 3 products that we are working with, then you start at the higher rank and earn more money. So there is a slightly little bit of difference. And that is why we are having that discovery process, as we call it, to give you all that information about the investments and about the products as well.
Okay.
But yeah, the minimum is at least that you own one of the products that we are working with. That's the requirement, and that's the minimum.
Okay.
You don't
Thank
don't need to have all the 3 products. It's just a requirement that you own at least one of the products that you are working with, because if you don't own it, how can you talk good about it, or how can you share your experience if someone asks you, oh, but how's the water, and if you don't have the product, what should you say, So that's why.
Makes sense.
Can I add something, Sonia?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, no, forget it. You can go to the next question. Go to the next question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, take that later.
What is the benefit of getting others to work for this product and company? How do you make money of this part of the business? Someone wants to take that? James?
I can take that. So the question is, what is the benefit of getting others to work for this product and company? Well, firstly, let's not underestimate the power of this business opportunity and what it can bring to an individual. There's people in this community that have had their lives completely changed. Their family lives have been completely changed for the better because of this opportunity. So, if there was a moral benefit for getting someone into this product and this company, it's the fact of what can happen for them and their future and their family. Everyone has these limiting beliefs that's holding them back, but this opportunity, if you introduce it to them and they buy into it, wow, their future could look very different. So I don't want to play that down, because that's such a powerful thing. People are looking for something, they're seeking something, and you've got it. You've got something that they want, and that's a real powerful thing on a moral level. Also, of course, the bigger your team, I know Sonia's got a huge team now, the bigger your team, the more money you can make, because every time people make a sale in your team that are on your downline, you will take a share of their commission. We work on we call it like 8 slices of pizza. So every product has a set commission, and that commission is divided into 8 pieces. And depending on where you are on the commission ladder, that commission is shared out. So there's like 2 strands to that answer. It's what you're doing for the individual, and also what you're doing for your team and building your team for yourself as well. Is that okay?
Yeah. If I also can add something here, because I also saw this questionnaire, so it's like a pyramid. So no, it is not, because pyramid schemes means people at the top are always earning the most money. That's a pyramid scheme. But this is not the case in this business, because as Jamie said, 8 points commission structure, and that means in the beginning you are helping people in the business. You're helping them to grow in the business and to become successful entrepreneurs. So of course you receive some profit for helping them. Once you have helped them up to a point where they are completely independent and don't need so much of your coaching anymore, you get cut off. You don't get any profits from their sales anymore. And that is why it's not a pyramid scheme. It's more like a straight line. So yeah, no, it's not a pyramid scheme, because first of all, pyramid schemes are also illegal. And since we work with Facebook Business Manager, they don't accept anything that has to do with MLM or pyramid schemes. So if we would promote anything that's MLM or pyramids, they would simply block us off from our advertisement, and we could not advertise. So yeah, it's not.
Can
and
I
also,
Can add
Yeah.
something?
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's also possible to how to say it, outrun the person that used to be over you. You can at the end make more money than person. So it all comes down to you, how much you put in. So yeah, so you can, so it's not like someone is not sitting here and controlling everyone. You can skyrocket without them.
Mhm. We can give a real life example. For example, I am Martina's coach in the business, and I have helped her in her business journey. Now Martina is a coach herself. So if she now makes a sale in the business, I don't get any profit from it anymore, because I have helped Martina to become a successful coach, and she's doing all the work herself now. So that's also why it's not a pyramid scheme. And also keep in mind that most pyramid schemes businesses and MLM businesses, it's simply just recruitment. There's no product involved here. How we are making money is by selling a product. That's how we are making our money. We are not making money through recruitment. We are making money through selling products. And how many companies are selling products? You know, there is a lot of companies selling products. And in this business, you don't have to work with people if you don't want to. You can just focus on selling the products. A lot of people do, you know, they are just focusing on selling the products because it is a fantastic product. They don't want to work with the coaching, and that's completely fine. That's why it is two sides to the business. It's the product part and it's the coaching part. And how you choose to promote the business is completely up to yourself, as you are your own boss. Okay. Ooh, all right then. Any more questions?
We have another one here. So what do you get with the investment? Did you see it, sorry?
Litani, do you want to get that?
Yeah, so obviously what you get with the investment is business. You get your own online business. You're also going to get an amazing product where you can share with your families, your friends, and yeah, you're also supporting something bigger than yourself. And this product is not just for your own health, but it's also something that we really keep really close to our heart, is that we work to kind of sustainability, reducing plastic bottles, reducing just plastic uses in general. So you're kind of part of something bigger than just getting a product at home. So yeah, business opportunity, helping with sustainability with the planet and everything. And yeah.
I would also
Anything else?
say you are investing in your own mental health. You know, as this business, it's all about personal growth and your journey. Because for your business to grow, it all starts with yourself. You have to educate yourself. You have to focus on yourself. How can I improve? What can I do better, you know, for your business to grow? And that is why we always say, like, a huge part of the business is all about your own personal journey. When I started the business, I hated talking and showing my face. I was very uncomfortable with doing that. I said to myself, well, I wonder if I ever will become a business coach, you know. But here I am now, having a lot of calls every day, talking, very, very comfortable and confidence. But I started from somewhere, you know, and we all are doing that. And because you have the right people by your side who are always there to push you to become better, that's how you grow. But you need to be in that positive environment, you know, being surrounded by the right people is so important. So yeah, as Tony said, it's not only about the product and the financial freedom, it's also about your own mental health and personal growth in this business. I would say maybe that's the most important thing with the business opportunity. And of course, you also have a 6 figures coach by your side every step of the way in this journey. So that's also where your investments will go to. You're never alone. Ooh, all right, and we've been on in 1 hour. time flies.
I did have a question. I kind of thought that it was like also an opportunity to like as an entrepreneur have an own idea and then sell that type of thing. So I was a bit stuck at that when I got introduced in the beginning, because I was like, what am I supposed to sell? Like, what can I do? But now I realize that it's more like an already product that we are selling, so we don't have to like be finding anything new to sell, like a new product.
Exactly. Everything is already done for you. You have the products, you have the marketing, you have the company, you have the commission plan, the business model. All you have to do is simply follow it step by step. It's done for you, so you don't need to do any research by your own and find a good product, for example, because everything is already done for you.
Okay.
Cool. That was a good question. Cool, guys. Anyone else? Last minute questions before we wrap it out?
I think we are.
Yeah, I have another question. Yeah, I was thinking about since it's like drinking water, and so is it more popular and like easier to sell like out of Scandinavia because we have kind of good water here, or like what is like the main idea? Is it for more of the rest of the world, or do we think that Scandinavian water could be better, or is it helping like poor countries as well that don't have clean water, or do you have to be kind of rich to get the products?
Cool. Anyone from the team want to take that one? Should I?
Sorry, I was writing an answer in the chat. So.
Yeah, no, I can actually add there. For example, my biggest market where I'm selling the most is Norway. And Norway is one of the countries that have been told we have one of the cleanest water. But my biggest sales, what do you say in English? Yeah, where I've sold the most is actually in the Scandinavian countries, and Norway is my top number one when I have been selling the most. And that means people simply just have to have the right education and be fully informed about something, because yes, Norwegian water is clean, but it runs through pipes before we drink it. And how often do we clean the pipes where the water runs through?
Yeah.
We never do, right? So how much dirt and shit is inside there before we drink the water? So yeah, when you are fully educated about something and have all the facts, it's pretty easy to sell something if the product is needed. And this product is needed all over the world. So yeah, anyone else want to add something? For example, I know in the UK, for example, I know it's also a big market when it comes to this product.
US, so the big market as well. India was booming last year as well, I remember.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
And I really want to start focusing a lot because I'm in Mexico, and it's really sad to see all the water bottles they're using and everything, and they have an opportunity to actually get a machine like this and put it on a tap and reduce all the plastic that they are using every day. So yeah, you just feel like you want to share this with people. You want to actually inspire people to also do the same, to try to reduce the huge amount of plastic that we're using every year. And only every year, less than 10% of the water bottles that we use are getting recycled. Just that. It's so much.
And also think about
So is it cleaning the water as well? Like, can you take like really, really dirty water and run it through? Or is it like, does it have to be some kind of clean water before? Or like, how good is it?
You can take it.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So I've been doing a lot of research actually because I want to put the machine here in Mexico as well, but I've been a little bit scared because they say that the water quality is not that good.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of research, and I know that there's a lot of also our company sells pre-filters. So you add a filter before the filter, and this is just to take care of the machine as well, because if you take care of this machine in the right way, it can last up to 30 whole years. It's a long time. So if you add like just for extra safety before the water runs through the main machine, and you can get like pre-filters from a lot of different stores as well, places as well. But I've heard a lot of good things about the one we have, and also I got another page. So there's a lot of options you can do to kind of take away the worst thing in the water before it goes through and does the ionizing process as well. Yeah, a lot of things to do there.
Oh, I see one question there. Is the machine easier movable if we change places? Yes, it is. I can take myself as an example. For example, yeah. So I've been traveling with the machine now for a very, very long time. And it's very easy to travel with. First of all, through the airport, for example, through security, you just have to take it in a like 10-kilo carry-on luggage. Through the security control, they just check what it is. It's a medical approved product, so you always can show some papers if they ask, but they never do. So it's very, very simple. And then when you change places, like myself, I always like stay in different Airbnbs. So once you know how to do it, it just takes a couple of minutes to like connect it and then disconnect it. Of course, the first time, maybe like YouTube is your best friend to just guide you step by step. But once you know how to do it, a couple of minutes and you have connected and disconnected. It's very, very easy.
We have another question, Sonia.
Oh, this is a very good one. What is the main argument why people don't do something like this already? Ooh, James. Want to take that one?
Well, let's start with society, right? So society tells us, right, basically, when all of you were in school, none of you, I'm guessing, learned about money mindset. None of your teachers went into depth. None of you actually had an actual subject on how to make money, did you? No, you had, and I know this, I'm a teacher, so you have a subject on geography, history, science, maths, English, and that's it. You pass your exams, you go to college, you might go to university, you might do a bit of traveling, or you're doing an apprenticeship, and you go to work. You're then in a 9 to 5, and just like your parents, their parents before them probably worked a 9 to 5 all their lives, they then retire, and then they can live life. And that's what we're told. And that's how we are, you know, say if you don't agree with me here, but that is how society molds us to think that a 9 to 5 is the only way. So when somebody comes along with an opportunity to work online, which is a very foreign concept for a lot of people anyway, to work online, to earn high levels of commission, to be your own boss, to work from your mobile phone, to choose your own hours, to work wherever in the world you want to work, to most people, that is completely mind-blowing. And, you know, many people say to me, oh, that sounds too good to be true. Well, it is true. And it can be your reality. But the problem is society has literally shaped us, molded us into one way of thinking. So when I come into this opportunity and I was speaking to Sonia, and Sonia's telling me all about this, I held back for about 6 months because I'm a certain age, and I've worked literally from the age of 16. I worked throughout my university years. I've always worked. I've always had a boss. I always have waited for the end of the month to get my paycheck, because there's this security in that, and there's comfort. So when somebody says, you know, there is another way, well, to them, that's very different. So I think one of the things that holds people back is this limiting belief that they can step out of the status quo. They can break away from what society tells them they have to do. They can break away from what they've always done, their parents have done, and nan and granddads have always done, what their friends are always doing. And, you know, when you're speaking to somebody about this, chances are their entire friendship group will work in a 9 to 5. So when that person goes to their friendship group, hey guys, guess what? I've come across this opportunity. I've just spoken to this guy online, and he's telling me about I can be working affiliate marketing. I can work from my mobile phone. Chances are his friends are going to say, no, it's rubbish. And they're going to get into his head, and they're going to give him negativity, and they're going to turn his thinking around. And that's one of the biggest barriers I think people have. It's the lifestyle that they've always been in, because it's what we're used to, it's what we're familiar with, and we feel safe with it, don't we? You know, we feel safe with this idea that come the end of the month, it's been a crap month and some bills have come in, but I'm going to get paid. And it's that security net, it's a security blanket. So, you know, that's probably one of the biggest things I think that stops people from taking that step into the unknown. And it is the unknown because they've never done it. There are other reasons, but I think that's the main one.
Really good. Spot on.
All right.
I have a question too. Do you know, like, do you have like different companies? Because this is like kind of a gig, I think it's called, and it's starting to get popular a bit more, even now in Scandinavia. Do you know like other oh, I forgot it. Companies like you have some rivals, or you have some like, you know, a different type of like, you know, anyone that you know, like that is like doing the same thing, because it's I mean, if it's just one company, you can be a bit skeptical, but like if you hear like it's popping up like everywhere, then you kind of realize that this is the new way of working. So I don't really know what my question was though, but like, is this the future? Like, do you think like it's gonna evolve a lot more and become like bigger and bigger? Is like the 9 to 5 dying? Is kind of my question, I think.
It's definitely 95 is definitely not so secure anymore. For example, we saw when the pandemic came, what happened. So many people lost.
Yeah.
What happened with the online businesses then? Straight up. Because people were starting to look for online opportunities and like, I need to work online, because when will the internet go away? It will not go away, not in the next decade for sure. We are over 4.5 billion people online. And we have already now, we have such a huge advantage because we are only 10% producers, and the rest of us, 90% are consumers, you know, so we actually have a huge advantage in the market, and it's not something that's internet. It's not going to go away in the next 10 years, you know, it will just expand and grow. A lot of companies, yes, there are a lot of companies working, for example, with affiliate marketing, network marketing. Yes, there are a lot of companies. There are so many different ways of doing affiliate marketing. There are, for example, low ticket businesses. Maybe I've heard about it before, like Herbalife, Nu Skin. That's, for example, low tickets. They do affiliate marketing in the low ticket way. And low tickets is, for example, they are selling protein shakes, skin products. You need to sell a lot in order to generate a good amount of money. When you work in a high ticket business, that is not the case, because that means high commissions back to you. So yes, there are a lot of companies that are working with affiliate marketing. There are also companies working with water ionizers, but there is no other water ionizer in the world that is approved as a medical device. It's only for water ionizer. And that means you don't have any competitors at the same level.
That's good.
Cool. Any more questions? Last minute questions? Or is it good? Did we answer your question, guys?
Yeah. Hope that we answered everything in the chat. It looks like it. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so just keep in mind that being an entrepreneur, it's completely different than being an employee. You need to have a different mindset. You are your own boss. Like, for your business to become successful, it all starts with yourself. You don't have a boss telling you like, oh, you need to show up 9 a.m. Like, you decide everything yourself. That is why, like we often say, success is a mindset. It's not a result. Entrepreneurs, they think, they don't work. And that's why in this business, we have a huge focus on our mindsets. And that's, I would say, it's almost half the business. So yeah, I guess we're gonna wrap the call up. Anything you want to add, team, or is it all good?
No, all good.
I think we got all the questions, and yeah, if you have any more questions, just reach out to the person that you were in touch with.
Yeah. I hope you clarified some answers and that you got inspired into stepping into the entrepreneur world. It's definitely the way to financial, location, and time freedom, because that is not possible if you work for someone. And that is why we have a partnership with the company. We don't work for the company, we work with the company. And that's a very, very big difference. If you would work for them, you would have a boss. But since you work with them, we are independent. Okay, that's very, very important to remember. All right, then, guys, we're gonna wrap the call up. Hope you got your questions answered. If there's something else that pops up in your head, you have some more questions, just ask the person that invited you into this call. And yeah, hope to see you guys around inside the platform. If you guys, of course, want to remember that you have the 14 days money back guarantee, you're never here to convince, only here to show what is possible, and then you make your own informed decision. Okay, thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.